Hey guys, welcome back to another art video. So this video is going to be another art supply haul. I got all this stuff starting January 1st onwards, so I'm dubbing this my New Year's art supply haul. So there's a bunch of pastels and also some sketchbooks that I got, and there's also a package. It's really special. It's actually the full set of 225 pastels from Rembrandt. So I'm excited to open that. And let's start off with the sketchbooks because whenever I handle pastels they end up getting all over my fingers. So for my sketchbooks I'm going to go in order from least interesting to most interesting. This one was another Michael Rogers press journal that I found, and I really liked how thick it was because compared to my other Michael Rogers journal that I got, it's twice as big. So I really like really thick sketchbooks, and so I had to pick this one up. But it's just like white paper. There's nothing that interesting about it. But Michael Rogers has like really smooth and bright white paper. It's much brighter than the usual sketchbooks you find out there. So the next journal I got is really special. This is an antique leather-bound journal, and the reason why I say antique is because you can see some discoloration happening from the cover papers, but the interior paper is actually really special. It's this handmade line made by Fabriano called Roma. And let me see if I can get this watermark. It's the symbol of Romulus and Remus, the two brothers that were believed to have founded Rome. And so it's very interesting. It's handmade. And the reason why two of the papers got torn out was because they usually come in a huge sheet of 18 by 24, and this paper is really expensive. One sheet, 18 by 24 sheet, is $13.95. So like at some stores in New York. So it's really expensive paper. But so the reason why two of them got torn out was because since it's originally made to be really large, two of them were like connected together from the top. So they were connected together because you can see like this rigid kind of texture on the rest of the paper, but on the top it's just straight because that's where they folded it in. So it was connecting, and then it would only be 32 pages with the pages connecting. But if I tore them open, then I would have a whole lot more. I would have double that. So, but I wanted this rigid texture, so I was thinking if I hand tear the top, then it would like retain the same texture. But when I was trying to hand tear it as carefully as I possibly could, it was tearing in the wrong direction. Like it was starting to tear downward. So I didn't want to continue because I thought that it would just damage it even more. So I just grabbed my scissors and I cut off the top. And then it looked really strange because it was much shorter than the other pages, so I decided just to tear it out. But of course it was sewed onto this other page, so when I tore this out, this one fell loose too. But I'm still going to use these papers because it's very expensive handmade paper. The strip that I cut off, I actually tested out with my pastels, my markers, and also some paints, and it turned out like all media works really excellent on this paper. So yeah, very, very high quality paper I got here. But so the leather is sort of rustic. Let me zoom in. So you can see that the side of the leather looks like it's been scratched off, and that's actually because when leather ages, it starts to lose its flexibility. And it just starts becoming all like really hard. So this specific area where it's the leather is supposed to retain some flexibility in order for the book to open, it just hardened. And in the next few years, it's probably just gonna start like tearing up like it is on the edges. So that is something to be worried about. But I kind of got this journal at a bargain for like $8, even though the paper inside is really expensive. So I'm not too concerned about like the cover not being in perfect condition. And the last one I got is actually a Speckle Tone journal. Almost all of my hauls have to have something with Speckle Tone paper. So this one, the first page says imagination is more important than knowledge. I beg to differ. I think it's as equal as knowledge, but not more important. And then there's a picture of a brain. And then it says imagine your ideas becoming reality. And then this last part makes me think that this company that made this notebook called Spectrum was giving this notebook out to its clients or its employees for free, because if they weren't giving it out for free, then this last part really doesn't make any sense. It's saying like they'll collaborate with them or something. So yeah, but I did purchase this because obviously I have nothing to do with this company. And this has very lovely speckle tone paper. It has like almost all of the natural colors of speckle tone in one notebook. I kind of don't like the binding. It's a little weird. It's so it's like this hardcover pocket, and it's just like a flimsy notebook in it, but I have to keep it in this hardcover pocket, otherwise the paper will start taking damage from either shelf wear or just like wherever it's being stored. So yeah, I'm careful of that. And then at the back here it says that it is French speckle tone paper, but it's been provided by like a different company, so like a company bought the paper and sent it to them. I'm guessing that's what happened. So let me bring out my speckle tone swatch book so we can see what colors I got. So two of the paper options in this notebook actually aren't available in the newer swatch book. They're actually from the older one. So this first tone is called Pale Gray, and it's one of them that they took out. I'm guessing because they had too many like lighter tones in there. So that's the first one. The second one, there's increments of 13 pages per tone. This one is True White, which is available in the speckle tone, the newer one. And then we have Madero Beach, which is also available in the newer speckle tone. Then we have my favorite Cream. And then we have Natural over here. I kind of wish they had Sand too, because that was another one of my favorites, but that's okay. And then we have Oatmeal. I love Oatmeal because it's so rich in texture compared to the other tones. I think it's because of like the darker the paper, the more texture is visible in it, I'm guessing. But it looks really cool. It looks almost like gravel or something like that. And then the next one is Craft, and the last one is another tone that's not available in the newer swatch book. It's called Chipboard. So yeah, not available in the newer tone. Despite all the problems I have with the binding of the notebook, this is actually one of my favorites just because of the paper. And I feel like this is a perfect size to sketch in. I prefer the smaller sizes over the larger sizes. It just makes me less stressed to fill up the page because it's such a small area. Alright, so now we're moving on to the pastels. These two I managed to find at a yard sale somewhere, and they were pretty decently priced. This one is the set of 60 Faber-Castell pastel pencils. And this is a Rembrandt Soft Pastels, a 90 set Soft Pastels. Alright, so these actually come out to reveal another layer of pastel pencils. And previously, my dad had gotten me this set. It's a 12 set, like years ago. And I barely used it, but I really enjoyed using these different colors, and I like how they blend and like reapply, and I can like just erase some color out if I didn't want it. But I thought the colors were very limiting, so I've always kind of wished that I could have the full 60 set, and I finally got it. I finally managed to find like a cheap set of it, and yeah, I really like it. I just like some of them are heavily sharpened, but Faber-Castell has a very thick lead, so it's pretty hard to use it up, and I think this would last me a good 10 years at least. So yeah. And then this set of soft pastels I actually got at a really good bargain. This was 75 cents. And yeah, it is very used, as you can see. But these pastels are high quality, like made in Holland and made with like finely ground pigments and everything. So this is a good $150 set that I got for 75 cents. But yeah, it came at the last minute, and I think they were like originally it was priced at $5, but I came at the last minute and they were just cleaning up, so they gave it to me for 75 cents. And I started using them, like I tested them out on a few papers, the soft pastels, and I really liked how they were looking. So I did some research and I wanted to find out like what the full set was, and it's actually here's where I bring my package in. So I had to move my tripod much higher in order to get the full package, because this is really huge. Alright, I'm gonna start opening it. And so this is the full set of the 225 Rembrandt pastels. This was really expensive though. I didn't manage to get this at a cheaper price. But I'm really excited. It comes in a wooden case and it looks really fancy, so I'm excited to see how it looks in person. Okay. Moment of truth. I don't know how I'm gonna take this out and get it on the camera, but let's just see it in here first. Yeah, so as you can see, very huge. And also very heavy. I'm gonna take it out and then return to the video. So this is the full set of 225 Rembrandt soft pastels. And there we have it. There is, oh, this is a color chart. That's all the colors. That's convenient. That's very convenient. And then it shows the box sets that are available. I think this is the older version. They don't sell them like this anymore. They come in like a nicer black box. So yeah, this is an older set. And here are the pastels. Brand new, barely even touched. This isn't all of them, actually. There's 3 layers. This is the second layer. And then there's a 3rd layer, but I'm not going to show it right now because there's not enough space in my room. But yeah, that's really exciting. I'm really excited to try out these colors. These pastel sticks are really big. Like, they're so thick. Let's see if I can take one out. Yeah, and they're heavy too. Yeah. So Rembrandt soft pastels are a bit different from the other brands. They're actually bound together, like the pigment is bound together with clay instead of gum arabic, which usually soft pastels are bound by to make it more soft. But so this is a tad bit harder than other soft pastels. I actually like that because it prevents them from breaking in half and like crumbling. But actually, when I was looking into how to use soft pastels, a lot of people were advising to break it in half so that you can cover a larger area with the color. but I prefer to keep them in sticks. I just don't like using them when they break up into pieces. So yeah, that is my full set of soft pastels. I'm really excited to use these. So that's all for my haul video. I was thinking of reasons of how I could use this expensive paper, and I decided that when I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a raffle, and I'm going to choose one random subscriber to get a free portrait of themselves, or like whoever they choose, a pastel portrait. So expensive pastels with expensive paper. That's a win-win. And so if you're new to the video, like if this is my first video that you're watching, please consider subscribing and helping me reach my goal. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.